everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Alicia and we are doing a little bookstore vlog today / haul because here's the deal. Yo. It's June, it's about to be summer, and I just had this overwhelming urge to get to the bookstore. That's what we're doing today. There's not really going to be a budget, and I kind of want to just go into the bookstore blind. And by blind, I just mean that a lot of times I feel like I do a little bit too much research on books, and I kind of just want to go in blind and see like what covers do I like, and then read the backs and really just kind of pick off of vibe and covers. And there will definitely be a book haul. I'm not sure how many books. There could be 10, there could be 5, there could be 20. I have no idea. Yeah. So anyways, the local bookstore near me is Books A Million. So we are going to head in there. Also though, there is one book that is on my list of just, I need to exit the store with it. And that is the new Riley Sager book. It just came out yesterday and I'm so excited. So yeah. So if you like these kind of videos, go ahead and give this video a like, please, so that I know that you guys want more of them. And definitely subscribe because this whole channel is all about just bookish things. So if you love books or you love bookish stuff, go ahead and subscribe because there will be so much more coming your way. So without further ado, let's get out of this car and let's go book shopping. I'm back. I got this cute little tote. What do you guys think of it? I got quite a few books, okay? Not as many as I thought I was gonna get, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I get a little overwhelmed by how many books are in the bookstore. And while also trying to vlog, I was just like, there's so much. There's so much going on. There's so much to look at. Oh my gosh, though. I think we got some really good books. So I want to show you guys first. This isn't a book, but this is like the one little cute thing I got. So it's like a glass with little cherries on it. How cute is this? I had this really cute cup like this that I had gotten at a farmer's market, and it said Smutty Book Club. It was so cute, okay? But anyway, so I broke that glass. So I've been meaning to replace it with something, so I finally have. I'm very excited about that. Okay, let's do a little book haul. I'm just gonna show you guys each book I got and kind of read the description. So there was like a horror book section up front, and this one really caught my eye. And also, this is not why I got it, but I thought it was hilarious. But there's like a little blurb from Dua Lipa, like the pop star. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. But she said it's a darkly alluring and evocative tale that will leave readers spellbound. And I was like, okay, I'm into it. And it's called Their Monstrous Hearts. I do not know how to say that author's name, but then look at these edges. So that was one of the reasons. Honestly, it was just the edges were really pretty. A haunting novel about the boundaries people will cross to keep their dreams alive. A mysterious stranger shows up at Ricardo's apartment with some news. His grandmother has died, and Ricardo has inherited her villa in Milan along with her famed butterfly collection. The struggling writer is out of options. He's hoping the change of scenery in Milan will inspire him, and maybe there will be some money to keep him afloat. But Perihan's, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, Perihan's house isn't as opulent as he remembers. The butterflies pinned in their glass cases seem more ominous than artful. Perihan's group of mysterious old friends is constantly lurking, and there's something wrong in the greenhouse. As Ricardo explores the decrepit estate, he stumbles upon Perihan's diary, which might hold the key to her mysterious death, or at least give him the inspiration he needs to finish his manuscript, but he might not survive long enough to write it. Now, I love a good horror book, but I feel like I'm very specific about my horror, and most of the time, if I'm reading horror, it needs to have a little bit of mystery in it, and this seems to have that, and also the edges are pretty. That's why I decided to get that one. I thought it sounded cool. I'd never heard of it before, and I really wanted to get at least one book that I had never heard of before, so that fit that bill. Okay, next one. I think these were the only two horror books I got, so the rest are not horror. This one is Senseless by Ronald Malfi. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I've never read anything by him. It is signed by the author, so that's kind of cool, and then the edges are like black. Signed by the author. So cool. What do you see? What do you hear? And what do you feel? And then underneath each of those is a little blurb. So, okay, what do you see? When the mutilated body of a young woman is discovered in the desert on the outskirts of Los Angeles, the detective assigned to the case can't deny the similarities between this murder and one that occurred a year prior. Media outlets are quick to surmise this is the work of a budding serial killer, but Detective Bill Rennie is struggling with an altogether different scenario, a secret that keeps him tethered to the husband of the first victim. What do you hear? Maureen Park, newly engaged to Hollywood producer Greg Dawson, finds her engagement party crashed by the arrival of Landon, Greg's son, a darkly unsettling young man. Landon invades Maureen's new existence, and the longer he stays, the more convinced she becomes that he may have something to do with the recent murder in the high desert. What do you feel? Toby Campen, the self-proclaimed human fly, begins an obsession over a woman who is unlike anyone he has ever met. A woman with rattlesnake teeth and a penchant for biting. A woman who has trapped him in her spell. A woman who may or may not be completely human. So apparently all of those storylines like converge in this. I don't know. It sounded wacky and weird and unique, and I'm really excited to read that one. And I was thinking I could do like a Summerween week where I read some of the horrors and thrillers that are on my TBR, because I have a TBR card at home, so just like some of the thrillers and horrors that are on there, I could do a little Summerween reading vlog for a week. I thought that would be fun, so let me know if you guys are interested in that in the comments. And then I got, don't worry, there are some romance, okay? There are some romance. I'm saving them for the end. But then we got the new Riley Sager book, With a Vengeance. I don't love the cover. I don't know. I don't love the cover. Is it just me, or is a lot of times I feel like thriller books really lack in their covers? Like they're never cute and pretty. They're always like, they look like airport books. Does that make any sense? I don't know, but I don't love the cover. And I was kind of like, do I even buy it, or do I just listen to it on like Spotify once I have Spotify hours again? But I went ahead and got it because I have almost all of his other books physically. So anyways, okay. One Train, No Stops, a deadly game of survival and revenge. In 1942, 6 people destroyed Anna Matheson's family. 12 years later, she's ready for retribution. Under false pretenses, Anna has lured those responsible for her family's downfall into a luxury train from Philadelphia to Chicago, an overnight journey of 13 hours. Her goal? Confront the people who've wronged her, get them to confess their crimes, and deliver them into the hands of authorities waiting at the end of the line. Justice will at last be served. But Anna's plan is quickly derailed by the murder of one of the passengers. As the train barrels through the night, it becomes clear that someone else on board is enacting their own form of revenge, and that they won't stop until everyone else is dead. With time running out before the train reaches its destination, Anna is forced to hunt the killer in their midst while protecting the people she hates the most. In order to destroy her enemies, she must must first save them, even if it means putting her own life at risk. This honestly, okay, if I'm being completely honest, it doesn't sound great to me, but I love Riley Sager. I'm hoping this one's good. Now on to the romance, okay? This one is a kind of fantasy and romance, and it just sounded so cool, and I've never heard of it before, and I just thought it was kind of a unique, wacky book. Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon. It's so cute. Is that cover not so cute? I absolutely adore this cover. Okay, so the back of it says, Tressa Faye Robeson has never been shy, which is how she's made a name for herself as an in-demand hairstylist and social media star. And I know some people hate when like people in books are social media stars or they're, I don't know, famous, but I love that. I love reading about books where people are celebrities, fictionally. Like, I love it so much. So when a misdirected text from a stranger leads to a flirty exchange, Tressa Faye doesn't hesitate to suggest an impulsive meetup, but the woman Meryl never shows. Tressa Faye brushes it off until Meryl's sister and friend shows up at the salon demanding to know what's going on. Because, you see, there's no way Tressa Faye and Meryl could have texted the other night. Meryl has been missing for a month. Like, oh my gosh, it's cutesy, love, and mystery. Tressa Faye and her tight-knit group of friends soon discover they aren't dealing with a catfish, but a temporal paradox. Amazingly, Tressa Faye and Meryl can still text across the time shift, and their experimentation with the parallel universe they occupy gradually reveals how many times their paths have crossed like this before. But even as they understand the multiverse more and more, nothing keeps Meryl from vanishing. Now there's only one question left. Have they done enough to change the outcome so they can keep their cosmic love for all time? Oh my gosh, it sounds so good. I thought that, yeah, I don't know. I just thought that sounded really, really good. So yeah, I'm actually really excited for that one. I just think that one's going to be really cute and fun, hopefully. And then we have Cash, Lucky River Ranch series, probably. I'm assuming that this is going to be a series like the Lila Sage series and the Chestnut Springs series. So yeah, this one's called Cash, and I thought those edges were so cute, and I have been in the mood for cowboy romances this summer, so I thought this would be super perfect. I will say the back of it, tell me this does not like make you think of Done and Dusted, which I just recently read for a reading vlog, for an upcoming reading vlog for you guys, and this made me think, like, is this gonna be literally Done and Dusted but different? Like, different enough? We will see. Molly Luck has run out of luck. When her estranged father unexpectedly dies, he leaves his massive cattle ranch to her, but not without a catch. To collect her inheritance, city girl Molly will have to move back to the small town Texas ranch she left as a child when her parents split and manage it for a full year. Needing the money to invest in her company, Molly resigns herself to moving to cowboy country. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. But there's one giant roadblock to her plan. The ranch's grumpy foreman, Cash Rivers. Never mind how good he looks in his Wranglers and chaps. He's rude, growly, and wants Molly gone. Forced to work alongside each other, Molly and Cash are soon having late-night conversations beneath the stars and dancing cheek to cheek at the local dive bar. But Molly's stay in Hartsville is only temporary, and you know what they say about cowboys. They may break horses, but they also break hearts. I just thought this sounded like a cutesy little cowboy romance, and I can't get enough of them. I feel like I've read so many at this point, and I still love them. Like, I don't get tired of them ever. And then another romance, and I'm really excited about this one too. I read Love in the Time of Serial Killers by this same author, Alicia, actually same name as me. I'm Alicia, hey, and this is Alicia Thompson. Never been shipped, and the cover is what got me. I love her covers. If you guys have not seen any of Alicia Thompson's book covers, they're my favorite. There's one I still need to get, Cold War. I should have gotten it while I was in there, but I forgot. But this is her newest one. It's Micah and John, so it's a dual point of view. Micah's relationship to music is complicated. When she was a teenager, her band took off after being featured on a popular TV show, but the group had barely released their sophomore album before they broke up. Now, over a decade later, the band is reuniting for one more performance on a theme cruise, and Micah is determined to learn from her past mistakes. No losing herself in the music, and no losing her heart along the way. John misses playing in the band, but mostly he misses Micah, who'd been his best friend until the music stopped. Back then, he didn't take the lead, either in his guitar parts or while he sat back and watched Micah date another bandmate. Drama. John's never been one to rock the boat, but he's faced with another chance now that the cruise has brought music and Micah back into his life. On board, Micah can't help but see John with brand new eyes, while John's feelings only intensify as the discordant band's tension grows to a breaking point. With only 5 days at sea, they can hear the clock ticking on anything that might develop between them, so they'll have to decide if their relationship is destined to be more than a one-hit wonder. I really loved, like I said, the other book I read by her. It wasn't my favorite book ever, but it also, there was something about it that was so cozy. And sometimes I hate a cozy romance, but her writing I really enjoy because it's not, I don't know, she doesn't like over explain. I feel like sometimes cozy type books can almost just be too long for what they are, but her books usually are like, well, from the one other book I read, but it seemed to be like the perfect length. Nothing ever like drug on too long. And I don't know, I'm hoping this one is kind of the same way, and I hope it makes me feel as cozy as the other one did. But yeah, that is all the books I got. So to recap really quickly, we got Never Been Shipped by Alicia Thompson, Cash by Jessica Peterson. Hopefully I said that name right. I'm like glancing at the names. Cosmic Love at the Multiverse Hair Salon. Such a long title. I forgot to say who it's by. Whatever. We're doing a speed run. With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. Senseless by Ronald Malfi. And then Their Monstrous Hearts by, I do not know how to say that last name, but Their Monstrous Hearts. So I think we did pretty good. We got 2 horrors, 1 thriller, and then 3 romance. So I am good with that. I think that's great. And then we got our cute little tote and we got our cute little glass. So I think that was a great Books A Million run. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely give this video a like. Oh, let me know in the comments if there's any books you guys think I should add to my physical TBR, any books I should buy, any book recs. Please leave them below. And yeah, give this video a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you're into this kind of bookstore, vlog, book haul type of stuff. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the family. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!